Hey guys, what is up? It is Jim here, and I feel like we have been here before. Anyways, this is the Glock 17 tutorial. So I literally just released the Glock 17 video. If you haven't seen it, make sure to go check it out. So, it is a bit different than the 26. As you may notice, it is a bit bigger, which means it also has a bigger magazine, which is something people kind of wanted with the 26, but I mean the magazine of the 26 was pretty large. I have a different trigger design that looks better in real life than it does in LDD, but also feels a bit better. It's a bit more realistic to the actual feel of the Glock 17. So otherwise, in length, there's nothing too much uh, different about it. So let's just get started doing the tutorial. So we're gonna start off by just putting two of these pieces here. You're gonna have them handy for the grip and trigger guard eventually. So I didn't bother spending too much time on putting this piece together because it is just a one wide piece. You want to grab the smallest rubber band that you have and put around this stud. So that means remove this 1x8 plate, pull off the stud, put the rubber band around it, and put it back. And then you'll have this barrel piece just sitting on the side. This will be the magazine. So for some reason it does that weird thing on there. I apologize about that. So I really do apologize about what just happened. I have no clue what's gone wrong with the magazine tutorial, or magazine part of the tutorial. But yeah, there's the magazine. We'll put that to the side and get ready to build this slide. Oops. This is going to be where your rubber band attaches. When we will attach the rubber band, you will remove all the plates on the top. That is your slide. In here you want to fit a tiny spring. If you do not have a tiny spring, then you can leave this magnet release area out. At this point you can take a doubled normal rubber band or a small rubber band and put in here. You remove this piece, pull the rubber band so it goes over each one of these, so it goes back under these pieces and behind this gray piece right here, and that should pull the trigger forwards. So then you can just hold that down and put this 1x4 piece back. Now that you have all the parts, we are ready to assemble. So I'll just quickly go over a couple of things that you'll have to do. You'll have to take these pieces and put them right on this 1x2 and connect it with the trigger guard. It will probably bend a tiny bit, but it should go in there and it should work. If you haven't already, then you can remove this piece, so just slide out the actual piece and then put a tiny spring here. If you don't have a tiny spring, then you can just kind of block up the mechanism in here and remove the pin if you just want it for decoration, or you can just use it like this or try to fit a rubber band on it somehow. If you have not been able to connect the rubber band properly in here, then you go back to the step of that in the video and redo it if you have not yet. So now we can get to assembling. We're going to start with putting our barrel on top, which hopefully should have the rubber band attached right here, as I mentioned. We will then take a couple of pieces off of the slide before putting it on. So we will take these pieces and pull them right off. You have to take off this 2x3 piece as well, so you can actually put the front of the slide in here, and then you put this part right here in afterwards. So just like this. You slide it onto the front, right where it belongs. In here we have an open spot. You lift up the slide. You take this tiny piece and you put it in there. So now you can take your rubber band that you have back here and pull it over this. It should just lay perfectly in this kind of track. Then we can cover over with the pieces, put the magazine into the pistol, and you are ready to go. So that is pretty much it. Quick and easy, much like the Glock 26 tutorial, much like any of the other tutorials I have made. So yeah, hopefully you will be building this smoothly. If you built the Glock 26, then this should be a dream to build. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Remember to give credit if you've used this publicly. And also make sure to let me know if you've actually made a video of this gun, because I would love to see it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys. Goodbye.